Welcome to Love My 419 from the Harold Jaffe Jewelers studio. I'm Bill Delaney, Steve Reamy, the cackler down there, and the cackling Yenta in the center is Sandy Eisenberg. And we've got a packed show. You should have been here a minute ago, folks. I'm sorry. Today's show, we have been putting too much trash in the recycle bins. Ooh, isn't that something? And we were supposed to get
garbage.
And we were supposed to get little trinkets for that, but that's gone by the wayside. Amstutz to coach on a global stage.
Yes.
Yeah, I
That's
think
a hot
fabulous.
deal. Huh?
Coach Amstutz. From
Right.
I love it.
And six-pack turns into Jamos, the new establishment on Sylvania Avenue. All this and more on an Independence Love My 419. Stay tuned.
Love My 419 is brought to you by Harold Jaffe Jewelers. And without Harold Jaffe Jewelers, there's no Love My 419. How would you know what to do? Where to go? Where the fun things in the 419 are at? Or the stories that you need to know? So stop into Harold Jaffe Jewelers anytime between now and the rest of the week and let them know how much you appreciate them bringing you quality television like Love My 419. They're awesome. You're awesome. Thank you for watching Love My 419.
More of Love My 419 in a moment. But right now we have Mr. Jaffe, and we have me and her and him. And
all of us together.
all of us together. Going to try and make a show out of this. Right. We're trying.
Why start now?
I don't know. But tell us what you got.
I got nothing.
That's great.
Okay, moving right along with our topic.
No. It's just another beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we have been doing a lot of custom designs, but diamond shapes in particular. Fashion changes through the years, and at one time 20 years ago there was the marquee shaped diamond was very looked after,
right.
And then for the last 10-15 years the squares, the princess cuts, and and now we're seeing a huge interest in oval diamonds and cushion shapes.
What's a cushion shape?
Cushion shape is it's not square, it's not oval, it's not round, it's kind of like a pillow. It's kind of
cushion.
It's a rounded square, and they're very pretty. And the cutters, there are cutters that make them exceptionally beautiful. There's certain stones, and we've got actually one cut of cushion in the store that's called a fire cushion that is remarkable.
Oh, I bet you the fire comes right through the cuttings.
It's very cool. And one of the things that we specialize in are diamonds that are well proportioned and give you the sparkle factor.
Oh, I like
very
sparkle.
big in sparkles.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't wear my sparkles today. These are other
gold. You know what?
jewels.
You're wearing yellow gold. It's interesting because yellow gold is coming back into fashion too.
Yes.
Seeing an awful lot of that. We're even doing yellow gold and rose gold engagement rings. So,
really?
Yeah.
How cool.
Yeah.
These I got from you, I think, several years ago.
Yeah, I think
Timeless.
so. Yeah, they are. Anything in good quality is going to last forever.
Always.
Yep.
Always.
Cool. Thanks for having me, you guys.
Well, it's
you.
nice
Yeah.
to
See
see
you
you,
next time.
as always.
Thank you.
Thanks.
From the Harold Jaffe Jewelers studio.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you.
Good to
Always,
see you.
kiddo.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to Love My 419. I'm Bill, Sandy, Steve. And Steve, what do we got, bud?
Well, I got an interesting email from Abby of Swanton. She's going to be traveling this holiday weekend. She's taking 5 kids for their first time on the plane. She wants to know how to keep them quiet. Well, I said, you buy 5 bags of Rachel Michaels popcorn.
There you have it.
Very large.
Simple.
Large bags.
of
Very large.
Rachel Michaels popcorn. That'll keep the little buggers quiet.
Right. They're not going overseas, are they? I mean, it's a long flight.
No.
Okay.
But Rachel Michaels is good for keeping little kids to shut up. So when you go inside and you mention Rachel Michaels popcorn, oh, well, that's lovely.
We just chewed her out about that. So now it's your
Remind you of
turn.
anything?
Oh, it does. That's a whole nother show.
Okay, I'm gone. I'm out of here.
I'd be bad.
There you go. But no, we love Rachel Michaels popcorn. You stop inside, mention how much you love Rachel Michaels popcorn by saying you love
My 419 Come
That's
on,
it.
guys.
Love my 419.
There you go.
419.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's get it
You
together.
get a
on
free
that.
mini bag of popcorn. So there you go. And also, hey,
Yes.
the big shock, and it was big news. 4 more stores have succumbed to the retail apocalypse.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So
Spell
we've
that.
got 3. Well, I can't spell that, but but 3 more stores. 3 Kmart stores.
Yeah.
3 or
locally
4?
are closing, and the big one, 3.
3. Okay.
And our big
3
Sears
That's all I
Kmart
had, I
stores
and
in
Sears, the Sears at Westgate,
Westgate.
Well,
which is
closing.
like been there
what's
from the
happening.
day Westgate opened.
So unfortunately, 60 to 80 people locally will be losing their jobs.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it's bad.
okay.
It's bad.
The next story we've got is
Yes.
the Wrangler.
Yes. Jeep Wrangler
I forgot.
Cherokee
Okay.
was listed as the most American car in the country.
I love that. Yeah, 'cause for
I love the
years-
Jeep, though. I love the fact that you can recognize that Jeep by that grill and all those wonderful, wonderful folks at the Jeep
Right,
plant that
right.
work day to day
Right.
putting out those Jeeps. I feel badly that you know
It's a
they're
good
moving
product.
some. Well, they're moving some of the product, but hey, I
Yeah,
think
it's
that
progress. If that's
it's
what they feel like
progress.
doing, they've
and
gotta do
those
it.
Jeeps in winter when
Yeah.
the snow is so awful, and every other
They
car,
pick people up.
yeah,
Right.
Every other car
Right.
It's a
is
Jeep.
should
And,
be a
you
Jeep.
know, they should be congratulated for that.
Yep, they do a great
Absolutely.
job, and they're a great,
All
great
American
car.
parts,
Yep,
and
all
that's the
American
big thing.
parts, all American
And
car.
who doesn't love that in light of the holiday we're having, the 4th of July?
4th of July.
Kudos to Jeep.
Yes,
Yes.
very good. Let me get into something that's kind of near and dear to my heart, which is the recycling problem that we're having. That they want to inspect your garbage. You will be fined $75, $150, and $300 if you
Whoa.
put things in there that are not supposed to be in there. What I want to know is, where do they take this garbage? And I followed this. The Ann Arbor thing is over with. They filed bankruptcy or whatever up there.
Okay.
So now it's going to Akron,
Okay.
which is a lot further away.
Okay.
And there's someplace else in Michigan, I think, but I don't know the exact name of that thing.
Okay.
But we're paying too much for all this stuff to begin with.
Okay.
And when it first started, we were supposed to have a little book of where we could get little prizes for recycling. You remember that?
Prizes for recycling?
Oh, yeah. You don't remember, huh? Because
No.
it's one of these things in politics that if you let it go for a couple weeks, everybody forgets what's going on. Okay?
True.
Yeah.
Right, right.
So that went by the wayside.
Okay.
And there's some other little finagling between the county and the city on certain parts of this thing. That's not working out. And why are we going to be fined for recycling stuff that you gave us a recycling bin, but now we have to put certain items? And there was a toilet put in one.
Wow.
Yeah,
think that's
you
a
say
little
that'd be a
much.
little heavy.
That's a little much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to ask, where are they getting all these inspectors to inspect the garbage?
Well, that's
to
15,000 that
to
they
make
had to
sure.
spend. 15,000 for 2 inspectors.
Right.
There's too many people doing it that 2 inspectors are not going to
No,
make it.
they're not going to make anything out of this.
Well, I
You're going to
think-
have to split it up and figure out what you're going to do. And when they say they take it to the landfill, what landfill? This one or someplace out of the city? I don't know that yet.
That's going to be interesting.
Well,
There's a
it's
lot
a-
of things to find out here, but I think we've been shafted by this thing. I
Well,
really think so.
I think what it is, they're saying, they're tired of people just putting the wrong things in, their recycling. So listen up, people. I'm going to send us a mailer. Don't put this in there. Do put this in there.
That came out. That came out.
Right,
And
right.
that's going to be taken care of. So
right,
anyway.
right.
PROMEDICA series, concert series. was
Yeah,
announced.
that's going to be cool.
Oh, so we're going to talk about that after the break, though.
right after the break, and we'll
Yes.
be right back.
Perfect.
Very cool.
Welcome back to Love My 419. I'm Bill, Sandy, and Steve, and we're going to continue on with some of our hot topics. A PROMEDICA concert series announced.
I'm excited about this.
That's going to be cool.
I am really excited because it's T-minus and counting. PROMEDICA is getting close to the grand opening, but they're, keeping in tune with the community. PROMEDICA is bringing back a concert series which was going to be starting in July. Now, this is cool. So they're going to be bringing back local Crystal Bauer Sox and Callie Bevier for the first
Kelly.
concert
Right.
later on in
They're
July.
Super.
Great gals.
But these concerts, so the stage will be near the Maumee River, and performers will also be seen on a video wall on the side of the new parking garage. And the events will have food trucks and
Very
areas.
nice.
Yes, and Callie, we've had her, big friend of the show.
Right.
We'll be looking forward to seeing her at this concert. So kudos to ProMedica.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
bringing that back.
They're very good partners in this community, and they do really lots of really wonderful things.
They do.
Okay,
They really
let's
do.
bring up another topic of the
Okay.
Trump travel ban.
Your favorite guy.
There's-
That's exactly right.
It sounds like they're going to be reinstating some of the things he
ban,
was trying
right.
to push toward this band.
Well,
I
we got to see who's coming in, and that's it. Period.
well,
we gotta
then they
find
ought
out
to
who's
vet
coming
these
in and what
people a
their
lot
intention
better
is.
than they have.
They what?
They need to vet them better.
Well, that's exactly it.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, it's still without, you know, the profiling aspect of, I think,
Right.
which was wrong the first time. I think they got to revamp that because that was the biggest objection. It was too much profiling.
Well, they said just Muslims. Well, it's not that. It's those that want to cause problems in this country, period.
Well,
and I can see cutting some of that off. And some of these people should stay where they are, or at least some of the neighboring areas. That's where they live. I don't know. why they
Well,
wanna come
listen,
here, but-
America still has her
Okay.
hand out saying, "Welcome to our shores."
Well, that's long gone. That's long gone.
Well,
anyway.
it shouldn't be. That's part
Well,
of
I'm
us.
sorry if the country wasn't. Well, I'm not going to get into that.
Don't.
We'll discuss after
Good
the show.
move.
22 million could suffer no more care with Republican health care bill.
This is scary. Because this really affects, they were saying what this is really going to affect that age group between, 45 to 60 is the targeted. So that's basically our middle class. This is another hit to the middle class by, taking a bullet to Medicare.
Well, forget about the Medicare. What about those people that need Medicaid? That
Right,
have
right.
lingering illnesses, terminal illnesses.
And what they said, this is really going to hard hit the rural skilled nursing facilities because that's their bread and butter are these Medicaid
Right.
recipients that get admitted into these facilities.
And you would know that because of
wait
where
till
you
they,
live.
till they get kumbaya and get something done, and then we can discuss what's going to happen. Okay,
Whatever.
I want to get to the really good one. Lobster on a plane.
Oh, my
Hello.
Is that like snakes on a plane?
Bigger, except the snakes with butter sauce is not appetizing.
At least they were tied.
Well,
They didn't have their
it's-
claws.
Yeah, I mean, huge story.
It's not like snakes
It's
snakes
a
on a plane.
Funniest thing. Oh my
Yeah,
heavens!
so
funny,
this was
funny.
in Boston. Some guy tried to sneak on a plane a 20-pound live lobster. But I guess there you can actually bring lobster on a plane provided they're in a packed cooler. But this guy went further, packed it in a cooler, and then tried to stuff it into his suitcase.
His suitcase, yeah.
Which I think
pounds.
is really funny.
Just think of that little baby that was born at 14 pounds. So,
Mommy, mommy.
Well, all I want to know is what suitcase had the butter sauce.
yeah,
That's what's important to me. I mean, if you're gonna have,
Butter,
everyone knows.
butter.
I would have given some to
Butter.
everybody on the plane just for the heck of it, Good luck to that guy. Anyway, when we come back,
I want to know who's getting the lobster.
okay, stop. When we come back, we'll talk about stories you need to know.
Okay.
Do
Which
I
one
look
are we
fat?
on? That one?
No, right
That
now.
one. Okay.
You know what? Actually, do that. Yeah.
All right.
Start there and then turn out.
All right.
Do I look fat?
No. You're fine. You're fine.
Sure.
What's fat these days?
Do
I
I
don't
look
know.
fat
I
in
think
these clothes?
I
You
need
look
a
fat in any
haircut.
clothes.
Do I need a haircut?
The 419 stories you need to know.
Yeah, welcome back to Love My 419. I'm Bill, Sandy, and Steve. And Steve, what have you got?
We got to thank our sponsors, and we've got a great deal going on with 360 Painting, the experts
Yes.
in interior and exterior
They're
painting.
terrific.
10% discount off your services if you mention you love
My 419.
There you go. We
There you
love
go,
it.
Randy.
Good painter.
Yes,
Excellent
yes,
painter.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on with some of these stories now. Is the St. Paul St. Paul, and in combination with the Cherry Street Mission. Are combining up on the meals for lunches.
Well,
it's going to save a lot, and what these two people are doing to try and help the people is marvelous.
Well, the thing is that Cherry Street Mission has moved into the Macomber building, which used to be the old Macomber High School. And they put in a huge, fabulous kitchen,
which costs a lot of money.
Costs a lot of money to serve the homeless and those that are in need. And why not?
Yeah, they're only a half mile apart. If that, I don't think we're
they're
talking
not even
blocks.
that much.
Right.
And I think it's great because they'll save money. And just to make sure that, as one gentleman said in the paper, he thought the food and St. Paul's was better than Cherry Street Mission. So Cherry Street Mission, get on your toes. And I know you're going to do a really good job for those folks.
Absolutely. They will.
think
Dan
that's
Rogers
really
has done a
smart.
terrific job.
I think
think
that's
it's
really
smart.
smart for them
Dan
to
is
team
good.
up like
Well,
that.
they take care of a segment of the community that a lot of times is forgotten.
I
agree.
want to go to Steve on this. Steve, as a cheerleader yourself,
Yes.
we're going to.
Well, they're laughing because, yes, I was a former University of Little Rocket cheerleader, and I
But it's what
dropped
you-
my cheerleading partner on national television. And if you go to the app, you can actually see the picture of me vintage circa 81 with my squad at the UT. But we're talking about former coach Amstutz.
Yes.
Tom Amstutz is now going to be taking his career a little bit further, as he's going to be the head coach of the USA football team that's going to go to China for the
Yeah.
World
World
University
Champions.
Games
Right.
later on this month.
Going to
But
China.
what
Yes.
he's not
Yes.
telling you is the person that he dropped was Tom Amstut's sister.
Sorry, Leslie, if you're watching. Hope you healed.
She's still got that black and blue tushy.
Yes, she was
Okay.
the O in Toledo.
Oh,
so there we go.
What
Speaking
were
of-
you?
The T in Toledo.
Oh.
So.
Speaking of something old, and Sandy, I know you were probably there during this Pioneer Aviation deal.
Wow.
What year was that, Sandy? You have
Oh, it was 1917.
1917. You were just a little thing.
Do not believe. I'm old, honey. I'm not dead. I may be old, but I'm not dead.
Now,
And the
people have
other
asked me
thing-
about that. She is alive. This is not a made up thing here. She's alive.
So anyhow, this gentleman is part of aviation history. And he's from Toledo and worked with the Wright brothers in the Wright Brothers Company.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
And it
very
started
cool.
here.
And it
started
started
right
here.
The
He
big
was a
balloon went over-
29-year-old electrical engineer.
Wow.
Went
And
over
he
the
helped
city.
them put together the airplane.
Yes.
Very
man.
cool.
Good
So
man.
the aviation actually was pioneered here in Toledo, is what you're saying.
Well,
Yeah.
you would have
To
to
some
work
extent,
that out
yeah.
with some folks down in
Okay.
Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the other folks that think they did it out of Dayton.
Okay,
Okay.
I want to bring something up because I have to blow my own horn here.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Toot toot.
Well, it's
You
not
don't
quite
really
like
want to
that,
use
but
that line when you've got me sitting here.
Oh, no.
I'm going to be performing later today at the Collingwood Arts Center.
Really?
I am one of three people which are known as the
Three
Zambini
Stooges?
brothers.
The
The great
Zambinis?
Zambinis are going to be performing there, and
Okay.
I am one of these people. And all this circus act stuff that we do, we don't really do anything. But
Are-
anyway,
Are you
it's going to be fun.
Festus Sambini or Merle?
Merle, probably.
Merle,
yeah,
probably?
one of
Okay.
the. Yeah, but there's three of us, so we got one jerk in there. Anyway, that's later today, 3:00. So get your tickets. So you can get them at the door. It's a donation for the Collingwood Arts Center. So everybody's doing something down there.
Yep.
Anyway, fireworks locations for Tuesday. Steve.
Yes. So on July 3rd, which will be Monday, BG, Finley, Mommy and Perrysburg, Sylvania. That's when their fireworks are going to be. And then on July 4th will be fireworks at Put in Bay, Sandusky, and of course
The
Toledo,
red, white, and
and
blue.
Kaboom.
Kaboom! I like
And Waterville.
Kaboom.
So,
At Waterville.
so
And
Okay.
be careful
Go
if
check it
you're
out.
doing fireworks at home, kids and folks. You got to be very careful
That's
with those
true.
And would you mind
fireworks.
waiting for the 4th of July? Anyway,
Yeah,
more of
please.
more of Love My 419 in a moment. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Love My 419. I'm Bill, Sandy, and Steve. Steve, what do we got here?
Well, we're looking good and feeling good are all incumbent, but we got to thank our sponsor, Paul Mitchell, because they help us do so by doing our makeup for us
Did
today.
mine.
And
Yes, and mine. So, so I feel that I'm not shiny. But, for those that are viewing, Paul Mitchell is a full cosmetology school with a full salon service, and they're currently enrolling for fall of 2017.
And the young ladies that were here today
Very
were
good.
terrific.
Very,
Thank
very,
you.
very good.
Yep,
Okay,
great.
let's go to Six Pack. New owners and new face. Jamo's grand opening last Friday night.
Yeah, so for those that live in the Sylvania Secor area, they have just revamped the new place, and our cameras were there. But before we do that, we got to congratulate Robert Easter on another successful jolt to the economy, because there are like 10,000 people downtown.
Right, at the Huntington Center.
Yes, yes. So you know what? Jamos is bringing money to the economy. Robert Easter's going to the economy. So our cameras were out there. So check it out.
So Six Pack was a staple in West Toledo for a while. We took over as Jamo's. We're the House of Jameson. So Jamo is basically the nickname of Jameson, and we wanted to create a little Irish pub. So Jamo's it is.
There's hot bartenders, good music, good food, positive people.
Different side of town. It's West Toledo. We're just trying to rejuvenate the West Toledo. Tuesdays, Twisted Tuesdays. It's $2 everything. Sundays will be half off everything. And then Saturdays, we have Ian Thomas down here. DJs on the weekends. We're working on some acoustic bands to play in the patio and stuff like that. So definitely come out to the West Toledo. There's a lot of, not only just Jamos, there's a lot of bars in the vicinity, all walking distance. We're just trying to bring West Toledo back, kind of like a downtown feeling. I just want to all link up together. I'm Sergio Rios, owner of Jamos, and I love my 419.
Me out of my misery.
Welcome back one final time for Love My 419. I'm Bill, Steve, and Sandy. I keep messing that up, but that's okay. Go ahead.
Don't worry about it. I know who I am.
Hey, on our close here, we've got the best 4th of July stories. Do you have one, Steve?
Well, I kind of remember I was in a business endeavor a while back with a local shoe company, and we had the big idea, to kick off the promotion of our shoe company by having our company mascot, Chew Bear, jump out of an airplane on the Red, White, and Kaboom. So, just to close your eyes for a minute and just imagine the docks just full of people and families are over there. Thousands of people. We had the company car that was there. We had all kinds of people gathered around. And Chew Bear was going to jump out of this airplane. So he was supposed to jump out the airplane.
This is good. A happy
right
ending,
over the water. And then he was supposed to descend over in the former location where the sports arena was at. So we direct the attention of all the crowd to look up into the sky, and there was a storm coming. So the plane's circling around. We're like, okay, clouds look like they're spreading apart. You can jump now. So here comes Chew Bear jumping out the plane. We watch Chew Bear. He's looking like he's going right towards his target. Big gust of wind from the north comes and takes him, and he flies right into the middle of the Mud Hens baseball field. So that's my best memory.
That's good enough. I can't top that.
I can't top that either.
Steve,
but the only thing we should do is try and remember why we celebrate
Well,
July
that's
4th.
true. Right.
The independence from England, and showing that this is a very, very strong, good, heartwarming country.
Well, it is. It is.
We are. We're in the best country in the world.
That's
We're
right.
the
And that's
best.
why everybody wants to come here, Don.
And Don, you stay with your program, buddy, because some we don't want. Okay, and that's all for that.
Wrong.
Okay.
Gosh.
So
Au revoir.
I don't have a thing. I'm totally what?
Good. Bye.
Oh, I know. One thing is quit firing fireworks off now. Can you wait until the 4th?
Oh, well, that's true.
Yeah,
too.
could you
No,
stop
stop
at
it.
and could you stop at midnight?
I got one guy in
instead
my
of-
neighborhood who's got an 18-inch cannon, but
Yeah, exactly. Well, and
Okay.
we
All right.
want to make sure that everybody has a good time down at the Red, White, and Kaboom.
But we want them to be careful too.
Right.
for Steve, Sandy, and myself, we will see you next week. Come back later.
Yep.
See you then.
Happy
Bye.
4th.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Happy 4th. Safe 4th. Safe.